Hi, and welcome back to our program. Tonight we want to talk about tips for promoting your professional services. Linda Popky, a marketing consultant who has contributed to our LawBizForum.com, which I encourage you to join and participate in as well, has suggested some tips for our marketing element tonight. She has suggested 10 tips that will help us promote, market, and sell your legal services. First is to understand your market. Who is it that needs your service? What's the nature of the person that wants to be served, has a need to be addressed, has a desire to move forward in a particular area that you can serve? Is this a blue-collar person, a white-collar person? Is this a suburban or rural or urban person? Is this a person with a special need, like in a divorce case? Is this a person with a general need, as for example in a business context, a general outsourced chief general counsel? Understand your marketplace. Tip number one. Number two, focus on the value that you provide to the client. Remember that if you are fungible, if your service is fungible, then all your competition is based on price. However, if you can differentiate yourself, if you can show your customer, your client, the value that you provide to them, then you can charge a premium price. Number three, you are the brand. You are the one the client is coming to. Now, I know there's a dispute or a controversy as to whether it's the law firm or the lawyer that is really being requested by a client. I think in the large law firm context, it's probably the law firm that the client is looking to, whether it be Latham & Watkins or Gibson Dunn or O'Melveny & Myers or Clifford Chance, any of those law firms. I think pretty much it is the law firm that is the brand, despite the fact that they have prominent lawyers, good quality lawyers, but it's still the law firm. However, in the smaller law firm context, generally speaking, it's you, the lawyer, who is the brand. And it's interesting because there is a book out called You Are the Brand. Very well written. I would encourage you to consider that for your further reading. Next, tell a good story. Why are you practicing law? What makes you different? What makes you enjoy what you do? And of course, if you don't enjoy what you do, then don't go there and don't tell that story. But hopefully you enjoy what you do so that when you get up in the morning, you really want to go out and practice law. You really want to help the people that are seeking your support. Stand out from the crowd. Figure out what differentiates you from other lawyers. I was contacted today, as a matter of fact, by somebody who wants to promote his service in the medical care field. Now, anybody in today's world understands that medical care, especially from a lawyer's perspective, is a hot area. With all the changes that are going on in Congress and the ideas floating back and forth, nobody knows really what's going to happen. Everybody, however, believes that something will happen. That kind of change will make for more work in the legal community. However, when I read his background, it was amazing how he can easily differentiate himself, because he came up as a paramedic, he came up as a volunteer in the hospital environment, he became a nurse. There were several other areas of expertise that he gathered over the years, and then of course he went to law school. So now he has all this background, and while he may not be unique, he certainly has a different story to tell, and he can stand out from the crowd in that fashion. Figure out how it is that you can differentiate yourself from your peers, from your competition. Also, be the one to go to. Pick an area of significance, and you be the one that people need to go to. An easy example for me is understanding that Skadden Arps focuses on mergers and acquisitions. And yet if you look at their website, you'll see that they have a myriad of different practice areas with a number of quality lawyers in each practice area. I call Skadden Arps the largest general practice firm in the world. Yet, their marketing focuses on one area, mergers and acquisitions. If you're doing a merger or an acquisition, Skadden Arps is the one to go to. Speak your mind is tip number 7 here. Get out to the public, your public, and speak your mind. Tell your public, tell your target audience what it is they need to know about your practice area. How is it that you can help them from the dais, from the speaking platform? Next, write about it. Write about it in articles, write about it in newspapers. Pick the publications that your target market will be reading. If you're going after CEOs, pick out the publications, for example, that the American Management Association might be publishing, or some other roundtable or executive arena that your target market will be reading. Maybe it's the American Management Association or the Manufacturers Association publications, trade journals, and the like. Whatever it is that your target market reads, that's where you want to be seen in written format as well. Be easy to access. Now, this sounds so simple, but I got to tell you, it is not simple. The number one complaint against lawyers, still at state bar levels, all across the country, is the failure of lawyers to return their phone calls. So turn this around. Be easy to access. Let your target market, let your clients know how to reach you, where they can reach you after hours if need be. In my case, lawyers are my clients, and I let my clients know that they can reach me 24/7. I'm not suggesting that you do the same, but I am suggesting that you make it easy for your target market, for your clients to reach you. Otherwise, it's too little, too late. And the last is to remind them that you're here. Perhaps electronic newsletter or some other mechanism on a periodic basis directly to your clients and directly to your target market will suffice to let them know that you're here, so that when they do have an issue or a challenge in their life, they will call you. You are the brand. Have them recognize that. Be the person to go to. Thanks for joining us.